Man, that shit was lit, wasn't it? Keith, man. Listen, Thurman is multi-talented. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Saturday, January the 26th, 2019, Keith Thurman is going to be taking on Josesito Lopez. PBC on Fox, free TV. And my concern is this. I was saying in a video earlier and on the last live stream that I think that Thurman may be broken. In regards to, he seems to be really concerned about being injured again. You know, he's been talking about those injuries quite a lot. And I can understand it. It'll be 23 months since he last stepped in the ring. Actually, about 23 months or so. His fight with Danny Garcia was in March, correct? Like March the 3rd or March the 4th. You know, of 2016. I was supposed to be at that fight, but I got sick the day I was supposed to get out there. And was hospitalized, and later on it ended up, you know, me being in a coma. Whatever. The past is the past. Keith Thurman, how does it go? Keith Thurman, by de facto, should be technically the number one 147 pounder, correct? Because he didn't get stripped. He gave up his belt. He was about to be stripped. He is the WBC mandatory after Ugas. That fight was officially announced a while ago, but they sent out a press release for it. In fact, I should go look up my email. Let me pull up my email real quick. That's his non-exit, right? He collecting a check. See, but he's saying, you know, that he still has the passion to fight until he's, you know, like he didn't say 40 on the media call. He didn't say 40, but he did reference Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather, and Tom Brady, and they're, you know, past their 40s. But he's talking like he really, really wants to fight. But I'm thinking that he's that, you know, he's that bench shelf on the can that has no label, that they take that fucking Sharpie and write 99 cents or something on. You know, they'll say it's some old expensive shit, but the fact they don't have the label and it's bent, they got to give it for like a cheap-ass price. I think he's damaged goods. Now, this fight with Josesito Lopez, he's going to just, we expect for him to go to distance, right? We can't be mad at him if he goes the distance with Josesito Lopez. He wants to get the rounds in. And Lopez is a very, very dangerous fighter. Hold on, pull up my email. So, listen, it is official. I can't wait to do a video on this. Lord knows I can't show y'all. But Tevin Farmer's taking on John O'Carroll in Philly. Press conference is on Tuesday. I am so there. I'm in there like swimwear. I grew up. Literally, I walked past the Leocore Center every day to go to school. But anyway. Keith Thurman do look like DeBARGE. He definitely do look like DeBARGE. Boxing motherfucking ego, he one of them DeBARGE looking motherfuckers too. I'm always going to troll him because no matter what, he ain't never going to say nothing. And I wish, I pray to God, if he ever sees me at another event, which we work events together, please say something. Please give me the smoke. Anyway, let's go look at the 147-pound division. I'm exhausted. I've been doing a lot. We're getting back in the groove of doing videos. Our store is opening. We're launching on Twitch. We're demonetized. We are actually a free agent. We're going to be monetized soon again. Our content is it's crazy. Let's look at 147. Sean Porter fought Danny Garcia back in September for Keith Thurman's vacated WBC 147-pound title. Manny Pacquiao, WBA World. My thoughts are, if you know how the WBA works, they're money grabbers. That's why they have all those belts. They love the sanctioning fees. You don't think they would love to sanction Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman? So I expect if Keith Thurman was to win, that they're going to order him to fight Manny Pacquiao. You're hearing it here first. I'll be on Twitch likely in February. I'm still working out some kinks. Errol Spence, IBF champion, taking on Mikey Garcia, March the 16th, down in Dallas Cowboys other facility. For the IBF title, Terrence Crawford on 420, taking on Amir Khan. ESPN pay-per-view. The big question about that is how much will that pay-per-view be? For example, how much will Errol Spence versus Mikey Garcia be? You know, how much will the price be? Danny Garcia is taking on Adrian Granados in April. Who is Jesse Vargas in talks again to fight? I forgot. Kell Brook. As we talked about, Sean Porter's taking on Ugas. And when you look at it, that's the 147-pound division. You know, Adrian Broner just put on a horrible performance against Manny Pacquiao for the hood. He did it for the hood. That's 147 right there. It's a bit of an unofficial tournament. It's just that Terrence Crawford is frozen out. Because all those guys I mentioned can fight each other before they fight Terrence Crawford. So in regards to Keith Thurman, if he beats Josesito Lopez, he's either going to fight Manny Pacquiao or Sean Porter next. That's pretty much a guarantee. We don't know what's going to happen with Mikey Garcia or Errol Spence and what they're going to do. But it's likely they'll fight the winner of the guys we just talked about. So there is a bit of a 147-pound tournament going on. And Adrian Broner was injected into that tournament. Thank you to Al Heyman. And he fucking didn't do nothing. And mind you, Floyd Mayweather is also like the big money grab outside. He's like outside of the tournament a little bit. But you have to really, really do some special shit to get Floyd. Unless you're Manny Pacquiao. But we don't know what Floyd's going to do. AB got hoodwinked. Man, he did that shit to himself. Al Heyman gave it to him. Al Heyman blessed him with the shot. You know, it's difficult to say with Crawford, you know, but he not in the mix. Let me tell you, those guys on Heyman's side, they're going to fight each other before they fight. Terrence Crawford's not going to get none of those guys. I don't see him getting none of those guys until probably like motherfucking late 2020. Some shit like that. Welterweights need some fresh faces because PBC is doing in-house fights. I mean, if you look at it, AB, Steve, you damn well know AB wasn't. No, put it this way. AB was, from my interpretation was, AB, wait, how long have we been? How long have we been talking about this? Okay. AB has been saying it would lead him to 100 million. It would lead him to 100 million. That's the way I was interpreting it. He wasn't making no fuck. Where'd that fucking money gonna come from? That money, fucking money, get out of here. Get out of here with that mess. Get out of here. You come in with that mess, Steve. You better run way too long. You know, it wasn't no fucking 100 million in it. They overpaid Pacquiao okay, Heyman signed you up. So Pacquiao signed with Heyman. He got bread from Heyman, right? You always heard about those second checks. And then the Showtime, they guaranteed him what? 10 million, right? That's how that shit works. I just explained it, but you know I understand it's a delay in the chat. But Keith Thurman, the pit like, see, here's the thing. What if he goes out there and knocks the shit out of motherfucking Josesito Lopez? They'd be like, well, you're Thurman, you're supposed to do that. If he goes the distance, depending on how he goes the distance, people are going to try to clown him and say, oh, well, Thurman is washed up. I don't think so. I'm wondering, the skills are there. The power is there. I'm wondering if he still has it up here, you know? Thurman's not the type of guy that spends a lot of money. He's a fucking multimillionaire. And he drives a Prius. And he's a hippie. And there's the rumors that he does Underground Forbidden, you know, Kumite, you know, tournaments, fighting tournaments overseas sometimes. You know? He plays Street Fighter. But when it comes to welterweights, he beat Sean Porter already. He beat Danny Garcia already. In my opinion, he can beat Pacquiao. Pacquiao's 40. Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, those are 50-50 fights because we don't know where Keith Thurman is up here yet. I still think like he's still you know, because of those 2 belts, you know, and the fact that the injuries wasn't no bullshit. He was really legitimately injured. You know, I'm wondering how it's affected him. Yeah, he's proven. I wonder how it's affected him, how it is affecting him. So, you know, when it comes to Saturday, I'm telling you, I'm not going to judge him. However, if Josesito Lopez touch him to the stomach and he start retreating, if he catch a body shot and he start retreating, we're going to be like, damn, bro. You know, because the Errol Spence is going to eat him alive to the body. And with the layoff, having to drop all the weight, 40-plus pounds, 40 pounds or so, about 40 pounds, close to it, 37, something like that. It's just like, you know. He's been on for so long. He's been on for so damn long. What was a close fight? Either way, he won. Either way, he won. I don't think that. I think the Berto fight. I think that was a bad stoppage, in my opinion. Berto versus Lopez, PBC on Spike TV. It was the fight before Berto went on to get Mayweather. It was a shady stoppage to me. And Lopez was up on one of the cards, and it was close on one. Like he was winning that fight, in my opinion, against Andre Berto. When you look at Josesito Lopez's resume, we went and looked at it with wins over Mike Dallas, broke Victor Ortiz's jaw, went on to get Canelo, Maidana. The last couple years, he's been, you know, like somewhat inactive. But last year, you can't really count, because I remember talking to Keith Thurman for while I was at Wilder versus Tavern 2. And Keith Thurman was there doing an interview. It was the first time people had seen him in a long ass time. And he was already being rumored to fight Josesito Lopez back then. So Lopez's career has been pretty much on hold because of Thurman to an extent, from my understanding. And Lopez ain't no joke. When you look at where he was when he fought Canelo, Luis Ortiz, and then when he, you know, even fought, like, he wasn't a full-fledged 147-pounder yet. When he fought Canelo, we all know he went to 154. In fact, let's pull up his resume so I can put it in better perspective. Let's go full screen. Be right back. Where is it at? I got to organize this, man. This stuff it's not as easy to run as you think it is, man. This is not as easy to run as you think it is. You didn't know where all this shit is. You got to have it load up and everything. But let's go all the way back. Go back to his first loss. Edgar Santana, bam. But then look. Mike Dallas Jr. win. Then split decision against Jesse Vargas. Then went on to fight Victor Ortiz after moving up in weight, breaking his jaw. While Canelo was sitting ringside, went on to get the Canelo fight. Obviously, he was way too small. What the hell? Is that my office phone? Oh, that's goddamn GoDaddy. They always call at weird-ass times. GoDaddy. And then, you know, he went on back down to fight Marcos Maidana. Still, in my opinion, he wasn't a full-fledged 147-pounder yet. Mike Arnautis, Aaron Martinez. Remember, Martinez should have had got a win over Robert Guerrero, a stoppage, actually, but the referee let him go on. Then, you know, of course, that PBC on Fox fight I was talking about against Andre Berto. Look at the cards. He was up 50-45 on one, and then the other two were close. Then Todd Manuel, one fight 2016, one fight 2017, one fight 2018. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah, that's what it seems like to me. Thurman seems, and I'm glad I'm not the only one. If you've been listening to him, like, he really been seeming to be, like, you know, concerned about being injured again. He don't want to be injured again. Right? So this is what we're going to do, guys. Tomorrow is going to be the weigh-in at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be here, obviously, for that. We're going to be streaming it. We still have a lot of content to get out for you guys. You know, the first week of usually for me getting back, I like to get out between 20 and 30 videos. And then the next week it's going to be like 40. And then we're going to keep it, you know, at about 40. So I got some more videos to do for those who want to live stream. I've been bald. I'm bald, damn it. Baldness is a disease. You shouldn't joke about that shit.